Hi everyone, we have a problem here where the subset is not a subspace of a vector space. So in our last video we have seen an example where the subset was a subspace of V3 and we are taking the same vector space V3 here and we are looking at an example set that is not a subspace of V3. So let's see how will we proceed. So the given problem is like this. We have R, a field of real numbers, and the vector space V3 is defined over the field, and we have a set S that is given by this description, that the elements of the vectors of this particular set are such that they are rational numbers. Okay, then let's see how will we proceed. Okay, so first thing we need to show that S is a subset of V3. Okay, we need to show this. Let's see the general element of S. General element of S is X, Y, Z, where these X, Y and Z are rational numbers. Okay, and we already know that if X, Y, Z are rational numbers, then obviously they are real numbers. So we can write that X, Y, Z belong to R. The set of rational numbers is a subset of real numbers. So we can write like this, right? Okay. So it means that the general element of S can be written as where X, Y, Z belongs to R, right? But this is the general element of our vector space. Okay, vector space. This is three-dimensional vector space. So general element will be X, Y, Z, and since the field is R, so the elements of this particular general vector will be from the field R, right? So it means that we have S as subset of V3. It shows that because we have taken the general element of S and we from the general element of S we have reached to the general element of V3. So we can write that S is a subset of V3, right? Now next thing is a test that we require to prove. So there were three conditions. We have seen three necessary and sufficient conditions, right? One was two-step test, and second was single step test. I hope you remember those tests, because if you want to excel your linear algebra, then these are the things that you should remember. And third was a very simple test, and it was basically a very simple condition that was coming from the two-step test. So basically two-step test is a kind of foundation on which this single step test and this third condition have been generated. Okay, so we'll use this single step test. Let's see what was the single step test. It said that if we have a subset S that is non-empty and it is a subset of a vector space, then for all elements A and B, for any pair of elements A and B from S, so if you'll take these elements from S, then and two elements from field, say X and Y, field F, we should have another element in set S. So basically this single step test says that any arbitrary elements a and b from S and x and y from F for any elements, any two elements a and b and two elements x and y, we should have this particular vector in our subset S. If we have such kind of condition satisfied, then we can say that S is a subspace of V, a vector space. Okay, so in our case, what we have vector space as V3 and our field is real number, and we have S or set as XYZ, where X, Y, Z are rational numbers. Okay, so if we take any elements from S, say S1 and S2, and we can represent them as S1 is equals to X1, Y1 and Z1, and S2 equals to X2, Y2 and Z2, where all of these Xi's and Yi's and Zi's are rational numbers. Okay, and if we take any two elements from our field R, say P and Q, if we have these two elements from R, then if PS1 plus QS2 belongs to S, then we can say that S is a subspace of V3, right? So on adding these two components, we get, so we'll have such kind of element. But here look, PQ, look, P and Q are from real numbers, and we can have any P and Q. So what if I select P as root 7 or any other irrational number and Q as maybe root 11? What if I select P and Q such that these P and Q are irrational numbers? What will happen to these elements? Obviously, when we'll have P and Q irrational, then all these elements, this element, all these elements, they will become irrational, right? So we know that if we have some irrational element and we multiply it by rational element, then the resultant will be irrational, right? Okay, so we have irrational element, and if we have these two irrational elements, then this summation will be, all these summations will be irrational numbers, right? So again, it is coming from the result that rational number, the sum of rational number and irrational number is again an irrational number. So the component of this particular vector are irrational. So it means that this, say this as K, this summation, let's say it's L and this is M, then we can say we look here that all these three elements are irrational, but the condition that is required for this particular vector to be in set S is that these K, L, M, these components should be rational, but we don't have these components as rational, they are irrational. So we can say that it does not belongs to S. So our test is failing here. We are not able to show the condition that was required by the test. What was the condition? This was the condition. Okay, so in our case it is like this, and this is a necessary and sufficient condition. So if this condition is not getting validated, then we can say that this is not a subspace of our vector space. So in our example here, we can say that S is not a subspace of V3, right? So if you have any problem, we have proved that this S is not a subspace of V3. So if you have any problem regarding this material, you can just write down in the comments. I'll be getting back and I'll try to solve those doubts. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our this channel and share this video to your friends so that they can also get benefit out of these videos. Bye bye.